and keep your guns high. It's a war zone, it's a war zone, and I'll be fighting for my life, so keep your guns high. It's a war zone, it's a war zone, and I'll be fighting.
Let's get the show on the road, baby. Ho, ho, ho! What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a beautiful Christmas lift. Today we got a little bit of bench press, and admittedly, I'm a little nervous, right? For a couple of reasons. For one, it's Christmas Eve, so the gym is on holiday hours. I was gonna try and get here when like the gym first opened, but then I ended up staying later. I was up later at night than I thought I was, or like thought I would be. So I was like, okay, you know, we'll plan on going at like 8 or 9, because then even if we don't get a rack, that gives us so much time to like, you know, wait. But then me and my brother, it was our turn with our dog, and oh my gosh, my dog. So we have a French bulldog, and he's not quite a year old, so he's like, you know, still kind of a puppy, almost 14 in dog years, I guess, but still kind of a puppy. That dog ranges from the cutest and funniest puppy to the most crazy and high maintenance little shit. Especially at night. Like when he sometimes when he wants to go to bed, it's a breeze, right? Sometimes he will sit and whine at you till you take him to bed. It's cute, and you're like, oh, okay. And then he'll lay right down, he'll close his eyes, and he snores. And sometimes he'll lay on his back and does like a little dead bug. It's really cute. Other times, he doesn't want to go to bed, and he will sit and bark and whine and everything until you're ready to claw your eyes out. Like, it is, oh my gosh. Like, I've had some bad nights with him before. I've never had this level of bad before. Like, last night was hell. For the first hour, we played his favorite game, which is we have to give him a toy so that he'll, usually like a hard toy, so he'll sit and chew on it for a while and then eventually pass out. He will chew his damn toy on the edge of the bed. He'll do it on a couch, anywhere that's elevated. He will chew it on the very edge, and he'll sometimes nudge it, he'll sometimes throw it, and it'll end up on the floor. And then he will sit and bark and whine until you pick that toy up and give it to him. We tried to play the patience game, right? Me and my little brother. We tried to play the patience game. Just let him whine, because sometimes he'll whine himself to sleep. No. For like an hour, we had to keep getting this toy because there was at one point, he sat and whined for like 10 minutes. And just when we thought it was over, it got louder. And I was like, oh my gosh. And he kept barking. He kept jumping off the bed, which that's not good for his little body to be jumping off, because like my bed's not that tall. My bed's not necessarily like tall, but it's tall enough that like for his little body, that's not going to be good for him in the long run. So we had to keep pulling him from the edge of the bed, keep picking up his toy, right? Those are the games he likes to play. My favorite game is close your fucking eyes and go to sleep. Like, that was the only game I was in the mood for. And so we had to play that game for an hour. Then he'll sometimes do this thing where he likes to go under the covers. And so he'll crawl up to kind of sniff around, kind of like, you know, give you some kisses. Then you lift the covers up, he'll crawl under, and then go to the very bottom, then crawl back and like lay down there so you can put the covers on him. And it's really cute. Well, this time, on 3 different cycles, he went to the very bottom, searched for the very edge, peeked, like lifted the blanket up, so he's poking out the bottom, saw his toy on the ground, remembered, oh yeah, I remember that, started whining and barking again. So it was like, so finally, like an hour and a half, he finally lays down. And he'll usually, even on nights where he's not a pain in the ass, he'll usually lay in such a position where it is so awkward for you. Like, he'll sometimes lay in between my legs, and he's heavy enough that you can't move, like the blankets. He's high enough that you can't just lift your leg and move it. So you can't roll, you can't move. And so if you're not 100% comfortable and like falling asleep, you're screwed. Or if you have to like get up and pee, like, game over. I woke up 4 or 5 different times because between him and my little bro is also a pain in the ass to sleep with sometimes, because he usually only does it in his sleep. Like, he'll kind of do it when he's awake, but not as much as when he's asleep. And so I usually sleep with 3 blankets and like 3 thick blankets in the winter, because I crack my window open because then like my room gets so cold that like I can't get hot, because I get hot so easy. I do not get cold. Like cold does not exist, right? It's a curse and a gift of being a big guy. Well, my brother sits in rows and rows and rows till the middle blanket or the top blanket becomes the bottom for him, and all the other blankets are on the floor. And usually like I can just grab in the middle of the night when I wake up and there's nothing on me, I can usually just grab them and yank them, even though they will end up on the floor again. But because my dog was there, I couldn't move shit, because if he wakes up in the middle of the night, the cycle starts over, right? The wind down cycle starts over. And so I'm like, oh, so I had to just sit there like, and at 4 a.m., the dog wakes up, right? So I finally get some sleep, wake up a couple times to pee, nothing bad. 4 a.m. comes, my dog wakes up. Sometimes in the middle of the night, he'll wake up and he has to pee. So he does this very soft, until you take him out to go pee, which sometimes is fine, right? Sometimes he'll just go, you take him out, he goes right out, pees, you come back in, you're done. Other times the cycle starts over, like I just mentioned. I was mad at my brother, so I was just gonna sit there and wait until he woke up because of it and let him take him out. 2 or so minutes go by and the dog just lays down. So he didn't want to go out. He wasn't waking up because he had to pee. He was whining because the cycle started over. He woke up and the cycle started over, and he wanted to play. He was looking at his toy. I realized when he woke up again at 5:30 and did the same thing. I was like, so yeah, I don't know, I might have gotten 7 to 8, for sure 7, but somewhere between 7 and 8, maybe 8. But like, it was the most broken up. Oh, here we go. I didn't think Christmas Eve would be this busy. I figured it'd be busy. I didn't think it'd be this busy. And so it definitely took a long time before I actually got going. So it is almost 11:30, unfortunately, and it closes at noon, so I have to kind of like speed this up, unfortunately. So we're gonna start back also at 2:35. Bro, on that last set, I forgot to brace on the 4th rep, and so there was no tension in here whatsoever, and I dropped, but I went pretty quickly, 235 pounds right in the diaphragm. To say the wind got knocked out of me was a understatement. It was like a dead ass gonna hurt, but so we got 250 this round. Here we go. Okay, so that concludes the regular bench portion of the video. Now we got a little bit of reverse grip. We are trying to hurry, like I said. We're either gonna do tempo reverse grip or just paused. Because that's kind of what I like to do on each day. Have the main movement, but then have some kind of tempo work, whether that's paused or genuine tempo. I need to get going because I did put these on a little tight. So, yeah. No, I don't know what the hell that was. So unfortunately, the Christmas spirit wasn't enough to get us through the workout quick enough to finish everything. We got like the main stuff, like our bench and kind of like our tempo work, which was really technically 3 workouts because the top single and like the volume work. it's really like 2 different entities. And so fortunately we have some like dumbbells and stuff, like some old dumbbells and stuff that I can kind of like screw around and like improvise the final stuff. Like for the most, I can do exactly what I was planning on finishing off doing, sort of. It's just not as fun doing it here. Plus the weights are cold because they're in the garage. So yeah, I would show the setup and, you know, this stuff, but I don't really feel like doing that. And like this pump is enough. So yeah, I'm gonna go. You guys have a very merry Christmas, and we will see you next year. No, just kidding. We'll see you Thursday. No, it's awesome. Christmas lands on a rest day for me this year, so I'm like, because like my gym just closes Christmas, which, you know, makes sense, but no one wants to work Christmas. But I wouldn't know what to do if I had a workout planned on a Christmas day, because I don't like, if I don't really have weights to work with. Like if it's bench, I have a better shot of doing bench than I do anything else. Specifically the secondary day, because that one's not as heavy anyways. But yeah, I have a better chance of improving with secondary bench. The others, right, because they're supposed to be heavy, like especially like maybe squats, definitely not deadlifts, unless I could get like a trash can and do some like strongman shit. Fill that shit with water and then do some strongman stone pickup. So that might recruit some of the same muscles. I don't know. Buff Santa speaking. Buff Santa signing out. Red One signing out.